Work authorization cards, 5 years to 18 months. What does that mean? So when you have a pending application, whether it be through marriage, whether it be, asylee, refugee status, whatever it is, you are issued a EAD card. So that is a work authorization to allow you to work legally in the United States. It also allows you to get a driver's license. Well, the government is now looking at these applications again. So in other words, what they want to do, as of December 5th, they've taken the eligibility, like the period time, from 5 years of having a work authorization down to 18 months because at that time, let's say when that 18 months is up, then they want to be able to vet or relook at the application to make sure, I guess, that it was legitimate and that, all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. Maybe make sure the person isn't from one of the 19 banned countries. Who knows? Obviously, this is detrimental to everyone that has a work authorization because, right, at the end of the day, you already know you can't work without it. You can't renew your driver's license, usually without it. So it is going to affect a lot of people. And the government is saying this is so that they, can, vet, those that are getting applications and working, in the U.S. and things like that. And I feel like it's coming from the situation that we had, many years ago. And I don't think it's as extensive right now, but where people would just file for asylum, even if they didn't have a good case, and then they would get a work authorization and they would be able to have that work authorization for 5+ years, be able to work, save up money, and things like that. So then ultimately, if your asylum application was declined or denied, you still had that moment in time where you're able to work and save some money. So I really think that it's coming from that situation, but it's going to affect our adjustment of statuses, our I-485 applications, aside from, people who have filed for asylum or refugee status withholding, whatever that might be. So if this is you, if this is a situation that you are facing and you just kind of want to learn a little bit more about it, feel free to, obviously reach out to an immigration attorney so that they can kind of, let you know. But as of right now, it's kind of one of those things where we're just sitting here, just wondering and figuring it out. And hopefully we'll get some more information later. But as of right now, EAD cards, so work authorization cards, are no longer going to be valid for 5 years. And it's now going to only be valid for 18 months.